Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds in a Podcast with our special guest, Wyatt. Woo!
Woo!
Hello.
Woo! Very
I had
enthusiastic.
crippling depression.
Oh, okay. Today's episode, we are talking about celebrity crushes and everything we love about them and all of them and why, I don't know, you know?
Both fictional and real people. So the main reason I wanted to bring this up is because Kacie and I talked celebrity crushes and fictional crushes the past few episodes. And I feel like in our three-way group chat that we have, we talk about celebrity crushes all the time, and we just send each other reels and pictures of said celebrity crushes with most time no context. It's just like, here you go. I'm like, thanks. Now I know that we all know we associate certain celebrities with each other, so I thought we'd
Yes.
start with Wyatt. Because when
Are we guessing? Because I feel like this is an easy. Is this a guessing game? Because if this is how it goes, we win.
we can make it a guessing game, but
I'll get lots of points because I know all of Jamie's.
Yes, you do. Backstory: Wyatt and I are friends because I'm friends with Wyatt's mom, and so I feel like the beginning of our relationship was very just like, I was friends with your mom. We also worked together. So, we're just like associating all the time. But since Wyatt and I have gotten closer as friends, we've basically held back nothing. we're all in for everything. And so I feel like the first time we ever talked about thirsting over celebrities in particular, you were obsessed with Camila Mendez from Riverdale.
Yeah. And it was because I'm trying to I don't want to be like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge Riverdale fan. I only paid enough attention because she was on screen in a bathing suit when my brother was watching, and that was it.
Is that when you first saw her, was from Riverdale?
Yeah. And I very quickly fell out of that one because I found her very unamusing. Outside of Riverdale, I realized I liked Veronica, not Camila Mendez.
Yeah.
So I just sort of moved on from that one real quick.
Nice. And your current celebrity obsession is Anya Taylor-Joy. So how did you discover her? Because I discovered her through you, so.
Oh, really? You never watched like Queen's Gambit or?
I had seen an episode, so like I knew who she was, but I didn't really know what she was in.
Okay, because I've watched Queen's Gambit, and that was, I didn't like her then. I just was like, yeah, she's a good actress. And then I was never. It's yet another instance of I never got the hype around this genre of character because I never really went after the Marvel characters, but everyone was like, "Oh, Mommy Wanda, oh Natasha Romanoff," or something like that. I was like, "Whatever." And then I saw they casted Anya Taylor-Joy as Magic in that god awful New Mutants movie, and I was like, "Ah, yes, I am the horny now." So that was that. I was like, I get the hype now. That was the first time I was like, ah, she is adorable. And then she also just kept being a better and better actress because I don't know if either of you have seen that movie, The Northman. She plays like this weird witchish character.
Oh.
So
no, but I realized she was in the movie The Menu, and I was like, listen, that movie, I was like, it feels so cheesy. It felt so cheesy to me.
That movie's kind of lame, all things considered.
Yeah,
It's meant to be meant to be a commentary.
It was pretty lame. And then I was like, I didn't realize that it was her, and then I was like, oh, that is her. That's too bad. That movie was not the best.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what that movie was called. I had seen her. Every time I see her in anything, she's in a very period styled piece. And I'm trying to think.
She was in The Witch.
No, it was it was Emma. It's called Emma. It's based off, I believe, a
A
Jane
Jane Austen?
Austen novel. I had seen her in that, and I actually really liked her in that. And then I think right after I had seen that is when you became super obsessed and began just randomly sending all the pictures of all one post and all of that mumbo jumbo.
Oh, she was also in Split
Oh, that's
and
right.
Glass. What a waste of movies. I
I
hate
totally
those
forgot she
movies.
was in those. But yeah, she's stunning, and I really like her in a lot of interviews too. She seems like a genuinely nice and kind person to be around, but she's got like a wit to her. I love it.
So yeah, when my last relationship cataclysmically fell through last March, I I got to the holidays and I was single still, and I was like, well, it looks like it's just me and you. I opened my phone. It was like early October, and I'm like, oh, she got married. So it's just me.
Oh yeah.
The song in the background, all by
No,
myself.
I actually had the song "I'm Just Ken,"
I mean, that's equally as good, so.
but I don't
Yes.
have the hoodie, so I'm just dollar store Ken, I guess. I don't know.
Don't worry, you are Ken
Walmart
enough,
can.
okay?
I am I am I am enough of Ken, but I am not Ken, so I am not Kenuff.
You are never going to be
I
enough.
love how that movie gave us men the equivalent of the 2016 Harley Quinn costume.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Beautiful.
You know that one with the weird booty shorts that every
Yeah.
girl at
Mm-hmm.
from
And the
like
ripped
high
off
school
T-shirt.
from high
Mm-hmm.
school
Doesn't
to
it say
grad
like
school,
daddy's
every
home,
woman
or what doesn't it say? Doesn't it say
it
something
it
like
says
that on the
daddy's little
shirt?
monster. It says
Yeah,
Oh,
daddy's little
okay. I knew it
monster.
said
Daddy's Little
something like
Monster.
that.
But yeah, when you saw that costume, you were like, every woman from high school to grad school is going to dress like that. And sure enough, I
Oh,
went to high school
Yeah.
that
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Tuesday, and every single girl who wasn't like part of a staunch Christian family showed up dressed like that character.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and then when that movie Barbie came out, and I saw that costume of Ken where he's got like the tank top with the giant fur coat and the fingerless gloves, I was like, they have given us our Harley Quinn costume.
Yes, they have.
And then it's funny because people got mad about it, and the tweet that went the most viral was some random woman going, "The absolute worst man you can think of is going to dress like this on Halloween." And it was just a bunch of people replying with like the big chinned Chad memes saying yes. Yeah, you gotta love it.
Shall we move on to Kacie? Kacie, honestly, I know
Hold
you're.
on, let me guess. I want to guess because I
You
don't know
guess.
this,
You
and
guess.
I know a lot of her
Wait, are we doing
vibes.
actual celebrities or
Actual
are
celebrity crushes. We're
because
gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the fiction later. We're gonna move
Yeah,
on to
okay,
the fiction
okay,
later.
fiction
I
would be
know the
later,
answer to that.
but
We all know the
actual.
answer to all that. So it's the
Yes.
actual one
yeah,
now.
that's easy.
So hold on. Give me a second. I'm whipping out Google because I know the guy. I just don't know his name. Well, I don't remember it
I
because
feel
I'm
like
not
my
a.
yeah, I feel like
Hold
my
on. Hold on.
celebrity
Hold on.
crush
Hold
is
on.
easy because
See, I know. I
Hold on.
think I
Hold on. I
know
got
two
this.
of yours, but I don't
Is it
like.
Gerard Way?
Oh, that's a good one.
that is I mean, that would be one of them, yeah. I love Gerard
So
Way, but
so
like
as long as I've gotten one of them, even if it was like 2 years ago or something,
that's good. Yeah, it's good
it
enough.
feels like the basic pick.
Jamie, what's your guess?
Well, I know Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens is
Mm-hmm.
one.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
I love him.
I know you
He
do.
is
And oh my gosh, the the one guy who just transferred to the correct baseball team, the Dodgers. I don't know how to say
Oh,
his name.
yes. Shohei Ohtani. Yes,
Yes,
that's my
that
love.
guy.
I love him. Yes, I love baseball and I love the
He's
Dodgers. Go Dodgers.
he's finally on the freaking correct team. Here,
Who?
Yes.
I'll
He's
I'll
a
send you a
baseball
pic.
player.
No,
He's a
but what's
baseball
the
player.
name?
His name is
Sh-
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Otani. He sounds like he does Japanese video game soundtracks.
He's a 6'3" Japanese pitcher.
Baseball player.
What
Yeah,
genetic deformity did he have to be 6'3" while being Japanese?
I know, he's gigantic. He's massive.
That's like being, I don't know, that's like being a albino white African. How do you do that? it's like a complete reversal of the genetic stereotype. You gotta love it.
He's massive, but I love him so much. And now I was telling my dad, I was like, we can watch Dodger games together all the time.
Yeah,
because
he was on the Angels
we all love the
before,
Dodgers,
which is disgusting.
Yes,
he was on the Angels.
We are Dodgers fans through and through. Go Dodgers!
Shut up.
But him and Noah Sebastian. Noah Sebastian is the lead singer of Bad Omens. He's also beautiful. Jamie, you can attest to that.
Oh, wait, we're okay. Hold on. We're talking about the band Bad Omens, as in was homaged in Scooby-Doo Mystery Down Under. Okay. You said the whole time my brain was picturing that one Amazon Prime show, Good Omens, and I was thinking you was one of the characters in that I just couldn't picture because I've never seen the show. So I was like, they're talking about stuff I don't know, but then here you are talking about a band I barely know, so you're still talking about stuff I don't know.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what this means, but okay.
I'm gonna let you finish, but my stuff is better.
So is there anybody that we didn't guess that is normally on your celebrity radar?
I would say that's pretty much like the main two. I love Bad Omens.
Mm-hmm.
Great band, great singer. I cannot wait to see them again. Chef's kiss, so good.
Soon, right? Next,
like a month and a like a little 2 months ish away.
Nice. Now I have to ask you because I was trying to think about who your people's celebrity crushes are, not your animated celebrity crushes. And you know what? I don't even know if you had a crush on him or if you just liked his stuff, but the name Chris Angel appeared in my mind because you were obsessed at one point.
Oh, I loved Chris Angel. You know what? I think about him from time to time because I was obsessed with him. I was like, okay, listen, I loved the emo, kind of boys when I was younger, when I was in middle school. I was obsessed with him. To the point where I made my mom take me to see a show in Vegas one time when we were on vacation. And it was great and it filled my heart. And I don't know what he's doing nowadays. That was a long time ago. You know? But I should keep up with him.
That Chris Angel and you in my mind always go together forever because you were so obsessed. And this was
hilarious. I was.
Yeah, this was MySpace days, so early days of the internet.
Yes.
So
it was very early on.
The only way I knew about him was because Kacie was like, you need to look at this right now. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. Chris Angel was forced upon me, and now he lives in the back of my head every once in a while going, hey, remember when Kacie was obsessed?
Yeah, and that's how it still is to this day. That's how I force everyone. I'm like, look at it. Look at it. You look at it. You look at it. You look at it.
Look at it. You will look at it.
Yes. That is still how I am.
The sheer overwhelming power of our passion causes their skulls to melt off their bodies like it's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's what happens every day, actually. Especially through our 3-way group chat because it's just nonstop.
Oh my God.
It's nonstop madness at any given point. It never ends.
No, never. It can happen at any time of the day too because we are all three on very different sleep schedules.
Absolutely. We're all 3 in different time zones. So
I know, which is super annoying.
We work 3 different abusive jobs.
Yeah, it's very true. We all work a version of retail.
Yeah. But only 2 of us will be on the different time schedules in a
Very
little bit.
soon! Finally.
Very soon.
California was supposed to stop doing the time change, and then I guess our fearless leaders decided that was dumb and then didn't do it.
Well, yeah, the communists calling the shots down there decided everyone doth sleep at same time. But I like time to change, 'cause I veered.
Yes. I know when I was planning this podcast, I had to remember once again that we're all 3 different time zones. So I kept mentally going, did I tell them the right time? Was that the right time? I don't remember. What time zone are they in? Makes me have a
it's
panic
so
attack.
difficult. But it'll be over soon, and it'll be nice.
So wait, Jamie, I haven't been on YouTube in a while. Did you upload that video you linked me in on Instagram?
Yes. It went up on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I've been so proud. I've been keeping up with my Wednesday schedule.
Dude, I love it. It gives me everything. It gives me stuff to watch when I do my makeup. Jamie
Your
keeps me entertained.
your line, your caption on Instagram makes it sound like I'm such a jerk. You're like, I act like you work for me, and I'm like, okay.
But those people who know, and those people who don't,
if you
will
know,
probably
you
go
know.
watch the video and be like, "What is she talking about?" So
don't be so over dramatic. Puts out cigarette on you. Calm down. Back to the sweatshop.
It all came from that one time that I was hanging out with your mom, and you told Kacie, tell her that she works for me.
Yeah. It's like, tell her she works for me. I'm like, hey, Wyatt says that you work for him for free. I'm not involved. Sorry. This is not my fight. What were we talking about?
Love
celebrity crushes? Something like that?
We're talking about celebrities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy, what's your celebrity crush? I think
You'll never guess.
Are we guessing?
You'll never guess. You'll get it wrong.
I don't even know. Okay, because I think I know your like real celebrity crush so much. I don't even know what like any other one would be.
Well, you gotta know at least 2. You gotta know
I know
2.
this already. I'm not wasting the time. We know.
Okay, so we all know Pedro is the obvious one. Who else? You gotta
guess. Who put those glasses on me? Did I do that?
He's such
the
an
only
old
person
man.
that's coming. The only person that's coming to my mind is Niall Horan.
I do love Niall Horan from
because you keep
One
sending
Direction.
me stuff from him.
I do.
Was he the first or the second that left the band? Because I know Harry and Zayn are the ones that made the news for leaving the band, but they weren't the first. And I only know this because at the time I stalked it like a hawk because all the teenage girls at my junior high were having like seizures over the band falling apart, and I just was taking it in like a super villain. I was just cackling. Oh, it was so great.
I don't actually remember.
R.I.P. One Direction.
Yeah, I don't remember who left first because I was like, I like One Direction, but I was a Big Time Rush fan than I was a One Direction fan, so I didn't really pay attention that much. But Niall was always my favorite.
See, me and my brother listen to One Direction songs for a meme now. That's it.
But they're all doing like solo stuff now, right? Like all of them, or just like a couple of them?
All of them.
Harry for sure.
Everybody's doing solo stuff now. Even Louis. Louis finally got in on his solo stuff, so
they're all cashing in on that.
Yeah,
like, rest in peace, One Direction. But we need money.
But yeah, we need money to survive. Because I know a few of them have kids now, so they gotta support that family. We're trying to live,
and we got talents, so we gotta put it to good use.
But yeah, Niall's looking real fire. He got buff, so he's got some really nice arms now. But yes, Kacie, you should know at least one more celebrity crush. Oh, I like that one too. That wasn't the one that I was thinking of. But so you should know 2 more of my celebrity crushes.
Oh my god, no, 2 more? I'm already blanking on 1.
Okay, well, one of them, I watched the movie today. And you commented.
Oh, hold
Josh
on. I'm
Hutcherson.
cheating.
Yeah.
Right?
He's longtime crush.
Why do you think
Yes.
I whistled just now?
Listen,
Oh, I get
Casey's
it.
not good under pressure.
No, I'm not. I'm panicking. Look, I'm sweating now. Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I love Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Forever.
He's adorable.
Forever. Can't
Speaking
wait
of
for
things
FNAF
that
2.
Speaking of things that make our jaws drop,
Mm-hmm.
you know that game I've been playing a lot, Jamie, Elden Ring?
Mm-hmm.
They finally announced like the big DLC expansion that's going to add like more stories and bosses.
Yes.
And it has a really, really cool collector's edition. If you want to
Uh-huh.
buy just the DLC, it's $40, but if you want to get the collector's edition with like poster boards, the soundtrack, an art
Ooh.
book, and like a statue that's actually a pretty big statue. It's like 1.5 feet tall.
Wow.
It's $250.
Honestly, for all that stuff, that's
No,
not bad.
no. As someone who buys like video game collector's editions,
Mm-hmm.
because it would be all digital, all the soundtrack and the art and the soundtrack, the art,
I don't like
and
that.
the poster stuff. It's all like digital.
Boo.
So like
no.
the only thing that's physical, I guess, is your access code because they'd mail it to you, and then the statue.
That's
And
lame.
like the dude looks cool, but like $250
for 3/4 of it to be digital? Absolutely not. I thought you were gonna get it all physical.
Well, I think that actually I take it back. I think the art book is physical, but yeah, two of the items to be, because like the reason I bought the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Deluxe Edition was because I got the game,
Mm-hmm.
a steelbook case for the game, a physical CD copy of the soundtrack, and a thick hardcover art book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I paid the $100 for that.
See, and that's a good deal.
And that was for, mind you, it was for a full game, not a DLC.
Yeah.
So that's only $30 more than the full price to get all that extra stuff. So it's not too bad.
Very nice.
Okay.
Casey, you have to guess one more celebrity crush.
Oh gosh.
I bought you as much time as I realistically could.
Oh gosh.
Hope you didn't waste
it. What was the
it.
last one you said? I literally already forgot.
It was
We
Josh
went on like
Hutcherson.
such a different. Oh yeah. Okay. That was what. I have to guess another one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
what does it
one more.
relate to? Give me a
one
hint.
of my
Maybe I can.
favorite
guess.
shows.
Oh,
You probably.
Shh. Wait, let me think.
Do I
win?
You win.
Do I win? I win.
Oh, the
Yes.
bingo
I was like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I was like, Dean Winchester. That's not his
Yeah.
actual name.
Soldier Boy.
Yes.
Soldier Boy.
I would have
Yes.
accepted Dean Winchester though, because
I love how they.
I knew who I was talking about.
I still to this day love how they had to cram a bunch of exposition about Soldier Boy actually being an abusive prick at the end of season 3 of The Boys because they realized they made him too totally me Ryan Gosling'd.
Mm-hmm.
He was too much of a totally me character, and so they were like, "Oh, we should probably like actually make him a villain."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh no, you're not supposed to like him that much. No, back it up, reel it in."
Well, no, here's the thing: it wasn't because you got to remember they make the whole show and then release it episode by episode.
Mm-hmm.
So midway through production, like Eric Kripke was like, "Oh wait, he's not that much of a villain. We kind of just created a very violent pothead. We just made him the average Californian.
Yeah.
So we should probably
but he's so
make
fun.
him." And he likes gilfs.
Yes, he does.
I'm so ready for what was it? June 13th, 14th.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. So good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited.
yeah, Jamie, I was
Yes.
right the second time. The art book is physical, but it's only 40 pages.
I mean, that's not too bad, but the poster should be printed too.
Let's see.
Like, they don't have to be big posters, but they should give you at least a little, like, 8x10, 11x14, somewhere in there.
The thing that pisses me off is that the soundtrack is digital. Like, what good is that for me? I can't take that with me on road trips. That, like, it doesn't bug me if that's, like, a default thing with the game. Like, for example, on Steam, I got the Warhammer 40K, what is it? It's, Space Marine. Yeah, I got Space Marine, and it's a really, really good game. And for the edition that I purchased, it was like the complete edition or whatever, that's like 6 years old or something by now. And it came with a digital soundtrack. And I said, oh, what the heck? I'll just rip it and send it to Editor Son to use at random intervals during videos. And that's what we did. So whenever you hear random, intense operatic music, that's probably from that game. That's the part that bugs me. Because I keep all my CDs in my car in a big folder so I can play them while I drive.
Yeah, I forget you guys use CDs. Oh my gosh. Not me.
I don't use
I am
CDs.
a digital girly, let me tell you.
You are.
Y'all roast me for being a physical only, and guess who ate their words recently regarding the physical versus digital debate?
Oh, I collect physical.
Oh, you guys don't. You guys don't know? Are you guys unaware of what I'm referring to?
I am.
Yes.
Am I a ding dong?
Okay, Sony bought Funimation, and millions of people lost like hundreds of millions of dollars worth of digital anime purchases. Like, it's just gone. You literally can't. They can't get their stuff
because
back.
they got rid of the Funimation like app and everything.
Yeah, everything's gone. So I'm like, now you see why I insist on everybody buying physical.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it, but I am not organized enough to buy physical.
I'm not either. It doesn't stop me.
I'm like, listen, I cannot have all that because it will get lost in the depths of my life.
And the fourth dimension is real because all of Casey's shit goes in there.
And I'm lazy, and like, if I can't, I don't know, man. I'm like, listen, I'm on the, well, Wyatt, you're younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah.
20. I'm going to be 25 this year. 24.
Dang. I'm the middle. I'm the middle child.
Yeah, you're the middle child.
Gross. Gross. That's why nobody likes me, because I'm the middle child. Gross. At least, you know what? At least I have something, because I'm an only child in real life. What were we talking about? God, my brain is just
physical media, digital media, yeah.
And that you as a person are a portal to the fourth dimension.
Yeah, I feel like I just have grown so used to being able to download stuff so easily and not having to buy physical copies. Like, I'll like when and then also like when I tell people, because back in the day I used to go to FYE all the time and buy like physical DVDs and stuff of movies that like I couldn't find, and people would be like, that's weird, and I'm like, well, like, it's not anywhere on the internet, and like people would like give me so much shit about it, and I'm like, I don't, because I'm like, oh, I went and got this, I would get like I bought like Idiocracy once, and they were like, you bought that movie? And I was like, yeah. It was like also like $3 back in the day.
I normally
$5
buy
Walmart bin.
I normally prefer Blu-rays, but if I see like something that's like absolutely dirt cheap on DVD and I pop it open and the case is in good condition, I'll take it. Like,
absolutely.
I don't have them anymore because I left them at my parents' house, but I once was in Lake Tahoe and we hit the thrift store chains that we normally did, and I found all 3 Matrix movies and almost all of the X-Men movies on like one shelf, and collectively it was like $10.
Wow.
So I was
cool.
This is our watch party for the rest of vacation.
I should start doing that, honestly.
But you guys like watch
so many movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I make it like my mission to consume as much media as humanly possible, because I feel because when you're as critical as me, I feel you're only entitled to be that if you actually expose yourself to as much of it as possible. Once you consume it, you have like a threshold of genuine quality, and the objective meter becomes more apparent the more you watch.
Wyatt's very smart and very inspiring. Give a round of applause for him.
Well, I'm also a writer, and so Oh, okay. I didn't say it to provoke that. Because I'm a writer, and one of my high school counselor encouraged me. He just said, "Remember, you have to read, watch, write in like a balance. You have to consume at least 100 times the stories you plan to create." So that's why I'm constantly reading and watching stuff.
I watch for funsies.
I do that too from time to time.
I watch the background noise because I can't stand silence
Silence.
in my own brain for the more than 10 seconds. So
me, I watch for
complete
I've been
silence kills me.
I've been rewatching Across the Spider-Verse recently because I've been trying to finish that criticism script that I'm writing
Mm-hmm.
because I need to spell out for the world how disappointing that movie is when held to the same level of scrutiny that the first movie was. Because the first movie, I think that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, what was that, 2017, 2018?
I feel
When
like it
that
was
movie
18.
came out, when that movie came out, and to this day, I tout that movie as the single best piece of Spider-Man media that exists.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the number one thing. And some people disagree with me because a lot of people hate Miles Morales on principle. And given how the industry operates, I can't say I blame them. Even so, I think that movie is like the best piece of Spider-Man media that exists. So to say I was excited for the sequel and holding it to a high standard is an understatement. And given how good the first movie was and how tightly written and well put together it is, I feel like that's not unfair. But then, not like after the movie came out, there was all the controversy about how they abused artists to the point where hundreds of them
Yeah.
left en masse. And I'm like, that's not good. And then they were planning on slave driving them until the movie was ready to come out less than a year later. I'm like, oh my, wow, Sony, you just lost the plot completely, didn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, the second movie was so much more focused on like fan service and like meme references that I was like, ugh, it's
Yeah, and that kind of like dates it in a way because then like future generations aren't that stuff's just gonna fly over their head. They're not gonna get it.
oh, it drives me insane. Like I love Deadpool, the first one, so much, but there is so much like random Cartoon Network references and stuff in it that I'm just like, this movie in like 3 more years is gonna hit a point where little kids look at us with weird looks on their
It's
faces and go,
irrelevant.
"Why is that? Why
Yeah.
is this a good movie?"
Be like,
Like when my kid
why are these
turns like
things
16
funny?
or 17, when my kid turns like 16 or 17 and I'm okay with showing it to them finally, they'll be like, "What does any of this mean?" And I'll be like, "Oh, that watch he's wearing is from a show called Adventure Time." I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. And that's gonna be it. I mean, while we're on that topic, one of my
Yes.
least I recently watched a show called Has Been Hotel
Oh,
because
yeah.
some people I know will not
Oh
shut up
yeah, you
about it.
told
So
me
I said
about that.
finally, it seems up your alley, Casey, because it has like all your vibes. You know, like the sort of pseudo emo punk vibe you go for. It definitely swings in that direction.
Yeah, my tattoo artist friend, Caitlin, is really into it. She told me to watch it, I believe.
I'm gonna be real. It was made by the gays for the gays, and it shows.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, that's not what I have a problem with. But that's fine. I like plenty of stuff. Like when literally my favorite Japanese franchise is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and like 99% of that cast is homos. So like, it's not. It's not. That's not what bugs me. What bugs me is how clearly that's what people are hyper focusing on, and not like the. There's a lot of issues I have with it, like with the writing and the world building. There's not a
Mm.
lot of stuff that's like clearly explained, and the humor is so bad. The humor, and I don't mean bad like raunchy bad. I mean
Is it like
like
childish?
they think screaming the word fuck at the top of their lungs every other sentence is super funny, and you can tell that the writers were like cackling every time they finished typing a couple sentences, and I was just like, ugh.
Mm.
Like I maybe I'm just an older soul now or something because I feel like I outgrew my Markiplier Vanos gaming phase like 6 years ago. You
Mm.
know, like I respect all of them, but like I don't think that's funny anymore. You know, H2O delirious screeching a slur was funny when I was 17, but now I'm over it. You know, I'm looking
Yeah.
for a little like I'm still a fan of like the raunchy humor, and sometimes cussing can be funny, but in that show it's just exhausting. It's like watching a crowd of like preteens discover cursing for the first time, and so they're just screaming at each other over and over again.
Yeah.
And there's literally only one compelling character, and he's only compelling because he's a huge mystery and he's intriguing. And it's going to be the one that Kacie will want to bone. I'm just calling that now. I won't even tell you who it is. I'm gonna wait till Kacie watches the show, and then when we reconnect on the podcast, I will ask her
this is a
which
good
of the
segue
characters.
into our
Fictional
It was getting there. Yeah, I was
crushes?
literally about to do that. I was about to
Yeah.
spring it
Oh no,
around.
I'm
I'm
having
just saying
connection
when we.
issues.
I
No.
can hear you.
I can hear you too.
Okay.
Anyways,
That's good.
next time we meet on the if you have watched it, it's a short show. It has like a single digit amount of episodes. I think it's only like somewhere between like 8 or 9, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll just look it up right now.
But this is a
Yeah,
good
it's only 8
segue to
episodes.
figure out our animated crushes, which we all know, most of ours, all of ours, maybe.
I've literally never. I've only ever had one my entire life.
Really?
Not joking. I've enjoyed female characters, but I've never like felt like
Like you
dramatic
do for Jinx?
simpage. I've never felt dramatic simpage for anyone other than Jinx. No one has touched my spirit like Jinx.
Me with Gojo. Gojo looked into my eyes with his eyes, and it touched my soul.
Gojo and his like 7-inch fingers.
Yeah, and his crazy, freaky blue eyes. Ugh.
I mean, they're only like that because he has superpowers, so it's kind of cheating.
I know,
That's
but he's
okay.
beautiful.
He's fictional, so he can do whatever he
The
wants.
eyes are so beautiful. It made my brother have a gay moment when he revealed them. He said, "Yo, why he's so pretty though?"
With the white lashes.
Well, no,
pretty.
it's when he pulls
beautiful.
down his like blindfold around his neck, and he's got like his eyes like shine like pools of diamonds. And every man around the world forgot their sexuality for 3 seconds.
He's the Ryan Reynolds of the
Anime.
universe.
Yes. Ryan Reynolds should cosplay Gojo and just blow up the internet.
God. Everybody would explode.
Just imagine Ryan Reynolds. You just hear him monologuing off screen for a TikTok, and as he walks into frame, he goes, "From heaven to earth, I alone am the honored one." And then he like pulls down the mask, and he has like blue contacts and everything. And simultaneously, every woman around the earth loses her significant other because they all run to Ryan Reynolds. He hits post, and you just hear a rumbling noise, and you see like a World War Z wave of people tearing through his neighborhood looking for him.
Oh man.
So what about you, Jamie? I'm gonna assume it's mainly Joel from The Last of Us, right?
Yes. Yeah. I like
Yes,
you.
that's a good
I mean,
one.
like I've simped for various fictional characters, but not like I simp for like real live people. I always think it's funny when you see like the TikToks and stuff of people like having crushes on like Simba from The Lion King and stuff like that, and I'm like, I never had any of them. I was not one of those people.
No, the tweet where like it's Nala on her back looking up at Simba, and the tweet is like, uh, I don't know what Disney was thinking making Nala this bad, and then like the top response is, "Dog, that's just a lion. That's a cat.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?"
I know. I'm like, oh my god. I'm trying to think of other fictional guys that I like, and nothing comes to mind. They're out there. Oh, Miguel O'Hara from Into the Spider-Verse 2. He's pretty. But he's also voiced by Oscar Isaac, so that's definitely has something to do with
That's
it.
kind of cheating because he's just animated Oscar Isaac.
I know.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, other stuff. It's mainly just drinks for me. I had a whole commission finished that got sent to me. So you guys saw it on the Discord, right?
Mm-hmm. I did,
Mm-hmm.
anyways.
Kacie, what did you think? Since you know exactly what it's homaging.
You had that commission?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how much you paid for it. You don't have to say it right now. You could tell me, but
Immediately commissions something else very similar.
holy moly.
It's because the reason it was like that is because it was from a DC cover artist, and she was, because I paid
Oh.
that amount, she was able to draw it both physically and digitally, so the physical one looks different because it's a redraw, and then she signed the physical one.
Ooh.
And like, I know what it's like to be a creator, so when she said that, and I had already seen her catalog and I knew what she was capable of, I was like, that seems more than
Yeah,
reasonable,
that
because
makes sense.
this is probably a chunk of her rent, if not her whole rent, and
Oh my
then
gosh.
maybe groceries. Who knows? I don't know. I know that if I was gonna commission something, I was gonna go all in, because I'm not gonna buy, like, I'm not like one of those YouTubers who needs like 50 different bits of the same art so he can use them for animations mid video or something. No,
Mm.
I'm only gonna buy one piece, and it's gonna last me for like 2 years, because I'm not gonna like not use it for stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that makes
literally
sense.
half of it is my profile picture on like literally everything. It's just me doing the Gojo laugh.
Also, you said One Piece, which made me think I also have a fictional crush on Sanji. Sanji's still my favorite.
Your anime crush?
That's my anime
I have
man.
lots of
That's my man.
anime crushes, but Gojo's my main man. Gojo's like, I would die for him. I would go to war for him, okay?
Who is your first anime crush? Do you remember?
I'm
Anime women try
blanking.
too hard, man. I can't with anime women.
Yeah.
The ones that I
Most of them.
like,
Most of
the
them
ones
do.
the ones that I like because they're badass, not sexy, and the ones that I that's not to say the badass ones can't be sexy. They're just not appealing to me in that regard. I like them because they're badass only.
Mm-hmm.
And then meanwhile, uh yeah, and then like the ones that are meant to be liked like that try too hard, so it's immediately like unappealing and off-putting.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't remember who my first one would be. I mean, I know like one of my early anime crushes was Levi from Attack on Titan
Mm,
because like everybody loved him, and
yeah.
even though he was like he's like 5'3" or 5'2",
Oh, he's my height. He's
he's
little.
he's a itty bitty. Yeah,
He's
he's very
baby.
little. Um, I
Wait,
love
who?
him. Levi from Attack on Titan.
Okay. I misheard
Yeah.
completely. I think I had an audio issue. My bad.
And listen, I'm really tall. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". I'm somewhere up in there. So like it would never work out because I'm a giant, but I do love him.
You don't want to be big dommy mommy?
I mean, I could just like step on him.
Yeah, he probably like that.
No, he does the
He probably
stepping.
would. That's true. He does. He is very, very much like when he beat up the first time he beat up Aaron. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's a spoiler. Was that a spoiler?
No,
No.
because she's seen
No,
season
it's
I forgot
not.
one.
Jamie's
She's seen
Yeah.
watching.
season one. She's seen
No.
season one, haven't
I've
Okay.
you?
seen
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh my god, I keep forgetting like what season's which. But
To this day, I have seen countless Attack on Titan memes. Nothing beats the looping gif that is Levi stomping the shit out of Eren, but it's doing the Dance Dance Revolution arrows above
Fifth
his head.
Revolution. Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah, that is very
it's just
iconic, and I think
that
about
put
that
to
scene once.
music.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. that scene of him beating up Aaron, I was like, I would let him beat me up, but like whatever.
Yeah. You're like, don't worry, Aaron. I'll take your
Only
place.
if I have the Titan gene, so I can grow the teeth back. Like, come on, man.
Ouch,
Yeah, that's true.
Remember how the Attack on Titan anime in minutes video just had Aaron getting horny the whole time he was doing it? He was like, Erwin, Aaron's liking it, and Erwin's like, Aaron, stop liking it. No, and then the funnier part is every other time Levi speaks in the anime in minutes parody, there's just like squealing girls in the background. He's like, "Who are you?" "I'm Levi." And then you hear the screeches, and he's like, "What was that?" And he's like, "Don't ask." And then they screech again, and then the scene cuts. Oh, what was it? There was another another funny gag is they introduced the Levi squad, and he goes, "Aye, this is my squad, my elites, Dead 1, Dead 2, Dead 3, and Petra."
Oh no.
And then she goes, "The internet only cares about me because I'm a cute girl." And then when female Titan is demolishing them in the woods, it's like splat, 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 and Aaron just goes, "Levi squad, no." And then Petra gets squished against the tree, and he goes, "Petra, no!" And freaks out.
Poor Petra.
The fact that her dad approaches Levi the second he gets back and goes, "Hey, yo, so like my daughter really, really wants to bang you, but I think she's too young to get married, so could you like let her down easy?" He's like,
oh my gosh.
"Hey, so funny story. We're not gonna bang anyways." Jamie, where are you in that show?
I am like halfway through season 2. Not very far.
Okay, so you're getting to the interesting bits. What was the most recent thing that happened in the show?
Because I texted you guys about the one Titan that talks.
That was episode 1, though, so
Yeah.
that's
The Beast
not...
Titan. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the friggity frack? I know I finished episode 2, but I can't remember what happened. I don't know. I don't remember. That was like
No, what's funny is
3 weeks ago.
me and my brother watched a Batman anime movie called Batman Ninja, and it's the premise of the movie is basically Gorilla Grodd is trying to do like some bomb something or other that uses like time technology or something, and Batman tries to stop him, and in the chaos they all get blown up, but instead of dying they all go back to the past. So it's literally the entire Bat family and the entire Rogues Gallery all in like ancient feudal Japan doing what they do, and it gets so crazy. But we watched it in Japanese because duh. And it's so funny because friggin' chunky ass banana inhaling Gorilla Grodd is voiced by the Beast Titan. And me and my brother just started laughing immediately the moment he opened his mouth and was like, "Oh." We were like, "Oh, of course
in Japanese.
of course one monkey is voiced by another monkey. That's fitting." The voice director in Japan literally like day 1 said, "You know what would be like hilarious?
If we got this guy.
If we got Big Beastie Monkey from Attack on Titan to voice the Big Beastie Monkey in our Batman movie."
He also voices Toji, I think.
Yeah,
If I'm
he
thinking
voices
of the right one.
he voices the deadbeat dad in Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Anime is weird. They'll like make the most disgusting dads, but they'll make them like super huge, super hot badasses, so like you won't be able to like process how you feel properly.
Resist them. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
We don't resist
it
here.
is a bad situation because they're very beautiful, but they are also bad people and
Terrible
bad
people.
parents. Terrible parents. Toji's just a bad person, though.
I mean, Little girl had her chance. He waited a full, 2 minutes for her to walk into the protective barrier, and when he saw she wasn't gonna, he was like, hey, payday is payday.
He's like, your boy is broke, okay?
No, I genuinely think that had she, gone through with it and walked through the barrier, he probably would have been like, well, I came here to, take her out and, beat up the kids, not fight the god sage that she was gonna fuse with, you know? So I feel like if she walked into the barrier, he wouldn't have done anything, you know?
Also, just the fact that he just beats up on, what are they, 16? 16-year-olds?
He shoots a 15-year-old girl in the head, stabs a 15, 16-year-old boy in the throat and leg multiple times, and then just viciously assaults the last one and leaves him alive so he can remember him.
Aye.
But he wasn't thorough enough with the first guy I mentioned, so he came back to life and one-shot him. Which is embarrassing, because not only is this your first not only is it your first failed kill, but it comes back and kills you instantly. You know that God flame roasted him before he dumped him in hell. He was like, damn, bro, you suck. Anyways.
Alrighty, we've been talking for our usual hour limit. Do we have anything to add before we wrap this up?
Jinx Supremacy. Arcane Season 2, November 2024.
Oh, so many good things this year. So many good shows coming back.
We're gonna have we'll be eating good this year.
Heck yeah.
Also, the girl I'm chatting up is into cosplay, so life might get really good.
You gotta ask her out first.
I said might.
Alrighty, well, that is it for this podcast. Thank you, Wyatt, for joining us. We love having you on here.
No problem. Anytime. Seriously, let me know anytime. I'll make time for it. It's fine.
Yes, chaos always ensues when our group chat becomes the podcast.
Oh no.
Yes.
So don't forget, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe to our podcast either here on Spotify or here on Apple Podcasts. I looked at the analytics. Yeah, I looked at the analytics the other day, and quite a few of you are enjoying us on Apple Podcasts, so we're glad we could make that happen for you.
Fun.
Yeah.
Define quite a few. I'm genuinely curious.
I think
one.
It was no.
I'm just kidding.
It was more than
one. It was
one,
and it was me. You're welcome.
You know, I used to be an Apple Podcast person, and then once I got over to Spotify, I was like, I do everything over there.
But we have a whole 25 Spotify followers now.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many?
25.
Ooh, you know what? That's better than 24 because it's funnier than 24, right?
Okay, so it says 11% of our audience listens on Apple Podcasts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Shout out to you. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back and a kiss on the cheek or something. You can't do that yourself, but you know.
You can try. Also,
thank you to you.
Yeah, shout out to the random, probably one person from Jamaica and one person from Canada that listened to us. You guys are awesome. Yay. I love seeing that random little graphics. The rest of y'all are from the United States, so we expected that. But Jamaica's been there for quite a while. They've been there longer than Canada, so I don't know who in Jamaica is listening to us, but thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You guys are all the best. Shout out to you.
Yeah, so
and
make
if you
sure
like
to
follow us on everything
us.
And then enjoy us more.
Yes, definitely subscribe to our Instagram. That's where we will let you know everything pretty much all the time. And you can find Wyatt as Pirate King Boros around the internet. We guest star on his live streams on Twitch occasionally, and we're obviously on his YouTube channel occasionally too. So you can find him there. And I think that's all the things that I have to tell you. So we will see you guys in the next episode. So goodbye.
Adios. Bye.
Bye bye.